Friends, in today's lecture we're going to discuss about UMA multiprocessor using crossbar switches. Right, so we have already discussed what is UMA multiprocessor. Now today's lecture we are going to discuss UMA multiprocessor using crossbar switches. Right, see, even with the best catching, the use of a single bus limits the size of the UMA multiprocessor to about 16 to 32 CPUs. Abhi, what these people are trying to say, they are saying कि no matter how best bus system you are using, right, no matter how best catching system you have, you catch memory you are using, as we have seen in a prior lecture that we have enhanced the speed and we have managed the traffic of the bus by introducing a catch memory inside the CPU in order to reduce the data traffic on bus. Now, despite of using all these technique, the the single bus system limits the size of UMA multiprocessor, right? Even though we have used the cache memory, we have used primary memory, and despite of all these regions also, the single bus creates, I mean, it's really difficult, you can, another word you can say that it's really difficult for a single bus, it do limit the size of UMA multiprocessor. And how much? For 16 to 32 CPU. So in order to outcome, we need to some solution to the problem. As we have in the earlier lecture, you have seen we have introduced the cache memory, then we have used primary memories in order to increase the speed and reduce the traffic when we are using a single bus system, right? So now also we are considering another factors by which you can actually increase the speed and you can reduce the data traffic on a single bus systems. See, we are this time what we are doing, earlier we have used the cache memory. Now this time what we are doing, we are introducing an interconnection network, right? So we are using a network in such a way so that the speed of the bus enhances and the CPU waiting time gets reduced. And if the CPU waiting time will reduce, obviously the performance will increase. So this time what we are using, we are introducing an interconnection network by which we can actually reduce the data traffic on a single bus system. See, the simplest circuit for interconnecting n CPUs to K memory is a crossbar switch. And what that connection that we are using to connect the CPUs, the type of the connection that we are actually using in order to reduce the traffic on bus is crossbar switch. I'll say, ma'am, what is crossbar switch? ये crossbar switch होता क्या है? See, crossbar switches have been used for decades. आप देखते हैं the normal telephone systems जो होते हैं, you will see the normal telephone system, उसमें क्या होता है? They use the same interconnections, which is with the crossbar switches. The interconnections which is used in the normal telephone lines for incoming and outgoing line is somewhat similar, is exactly the similar, you can say, is a crossbar switch. So we are using the same technology for interconnecting CPU, the technology that we are using to interconnect the telephone lines, right? So at each interconnections, now let's see the figure so that the interconnections get more clear to you, because until as the figure won't be clear to you, you won't be able to understand. Now can you see this? Right, you can. Now if you'll see in the CPUs, what you'll see that at the rows CPUs are being introduced and at the column memories are there, or you can say vertically the memories are there and CPUs are introduced locally, and these are the various addresses. They're interconnecting each other at a point. Can you see the circle inside the point? In at the edges of the at the edge of the square, you can see that there's a square and there's circle at the each edges, right? So what it is, it's a cross point switch. What we call it? Cross point switch. The nodes, the circles are termed as cross point switch. Now the two possibilities are there in cross point switches. If you see the figure, you will see one dark circle, the whole black circle, the totally filled circle, that is cross point, right? And the one which is not filled, the one which is empty is called, what we call it? open cross switches. So in multi-cross systems, we are having two type of cross switches: switches open, switches closed. Switches open denoted by vacant circles, and switches closed has been introduced by filled circles. And CPUs are introduced horizontally, whereas the memory is introduced vertically. So this figure is clear to you. So let's move forward now. Let's go back. So each interconnection of the horizontal and the vertical line. Now what was located at the horizontal? CPU. And what was introduced at the vertical edges? Memory. So they are in other words, they are actually mentioning about the interconnection which is being introduced by horizontal means CPU and vertical means memory lines is a cross points. What interconnection is called? Cross points. And a cross point is small switch that can be electrically opened and क्लोज्ड. अब ये क्रॉस पॉइंट जो हैं, जो सर्कल्स हैं, जो इंटरसेक्शन से क्रिएट हुए हैं, the circles which has been, or the point which has been introduced by the interconnections of CPU and the memory. CPU is located horizontally, whereas the memory is located vertically, and the point which is gained by the intersection is termed as cross point. Now this cross point is nothing but it's a small switch that can be opened as well as closed. अब ये जो हमारे क्रॉस पॉइंट है, ये क्या है? एक तरह के स्विचेस हैं, और जो ये हमारा CPU मेमोरी का इंटरकनेक्शंस है, वो पॉइंट है, उनको क्या है? एक तरह के दे आर एक्चुअली switches, right? And we can actually open the switch and close switch depending on whether the horizontal or the vertical lines to be connected or not. Now in order to connect the horizontal line or the vertical line, what we do, we open and close the switches as per the requirement, right? So in figure 8.2a, we see the three cross point closed simultaneously, allowing the connection between CPU pair 001, 00, 010, 100, then we have 101, 110, 101. Now you will see the interconnection, the memory location has been, has been introduced. Now you'll see the interconnection or the point where three cross points are opened. You can see three cross points are closed simultaneously, means एक साथ तीन points बंद है. वो क्या कर रहे हैं? अलाउ कर रहे हैं इंटरकनेक्शन किसके बीच में? CPU और मेमोरी के बीच में. CPU हमारा फर्स्ट, जब हम CPU और मेमोरी की बात कर रहे हैं तो CPU will, the location of the CPU will be first and memory will be second. So 001, here 001 is what? CPU, and 000 is what? Memory. So 001 and 00, this point you are going to gain. So are closed simultaneously means सबको तीनों को एक साथ बंद किया है. In fact, the number of combination is equal to the number of different way 8 rooks can be safely placed on the check box, right? So this is clear. Now one of the nicest property of the cross bus switches is that the non-blocking network. What is the advantage of using the cross bus system? See, if we use something, definitely it has some certain advantage, due to certain advantage or due to some property which make it unique, which is beneficial for us. That's the reason why we use something. So if we are using a crossbar, what is the property for which we are using the system, the crossbar switches, the networking, the crossbar networking switches we are using? They are non-blocking network. This is really important. You should keep in the mind that crossbar switches are non-blocking network. They cannot be blocked. Means that no CPU is ever denied the connection it needed because the some point or line is already occupied. Right? So what they are saying in such cases the CPU never get blocked, or in other word you can term it as a non-blocking network. Which network is a non-blocking network? Crossbar network. So you can say that the crossbar network is a non-blocking network. Why? Because CPU never deny the connection. It never say to the connections it needs, because some cross point or the line is already occupied. Some or the other way, some line must be occupied. Some point would be occupied. So CPU never deny the connection. Whenever the CPU has been asked, it always create a connection. Furthermore, no advanced planning is needed. We need not to do certain planning and prior assumptions and everything. We don't need in this. We don't need any advanced planning in this. Even if some 7 arbitrary connections are already set up, it is possible to connect remaining CPUs to the remaining memory. Even though the 7 or more connection has been already set up, there are already communications going in between the 7 connection. Even then, despite of having 7 connections, there is a probability to connect the remaining CPU to the remaining memory. Whatever memories remain, whatever CPUs remain, you can actually maintain the connection despite of the fact there is already 7 connection which has been made. So one of the finest property which make it apart from other things or other systems or other networking is that it is a non-blocking network. I think that's why it has been used in the telephone lines, to in order to avoid the blocking. So one of the worst property of the crossbar switches is obviously if something is having advantage, then it will also have disadvantage. भाई किसी चीज़ की advantage है तो disadvantage भी होगी. So one of the worst property, what is that worst property of the crossbar system, is the fact that number of cross point grows as n raised to power 2, right? तो जो हमारे क्रॉस पॉइंट है ये इंक्रीज होते जाते हैं और किस रेट पे इंक्रीज होते हैं, n raised to power 2. So with 1000 CPUs or 1000 memory modules, we are going to have million cross points. Are you getting my point? So this is increasing the number of cross point is one of the major disadvantage of crossbar system. Such a large crossbar system switches is not feasible. It's really difficult to maintain such switching systems, and nevertheless for the medium sized systems the crossbar design is workable, right? So I think this is clear to you. What is crossbar systems, what type of connections we are using. Horizontally we are using the CPUs, and vertically we are using the memories, and where the CPUs and memory get connected with each other, interconnects each other, or it's intersect each other, the point is known as switch. Switch can be open and close as per the requirement. And then one of the biggest property of crossbar system is a non-blocking systems, and one of the worst property of this system is that the number of the cross point grows with raised to power n. I think the concept of crossbar is clear to you, right? So today we have discussed about UMA multiprocessor using crossbar switches. I hope this is very, very clear to you. Still, if you have any problem, please feel free to ask me. Thank you so very much for watching this video.